Howdy, this is Just Puzzling and my name is Chris. Today we're going to do a Killer Sudoku on my iPad. Let's get into it. Hope you're having a great day. For these things, basically I don't do notes because I find this is more a math puzzle than a puzzle of note taking. So anyway, we'll explain what my thought processes are and we'll go from there. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so just looking around the board. So in every column, row and box, there has to be the numbers 1 to 9. 1 through 9 added together adds up to 45. So if I've got a cage with a box or a row with a spare cage like this one, so see how this goes across the two things, I can actually figure out what this is by adding these numbers up and subtracting by 45 to give me that number. So 16 plus 13 is 29, plus 10 is 39, so to get to 45 I need 6. So there's, and this cage adds up to 10, so that's a 4 there. So the same principle, I've got two cells here that are crossing over, but what that does for me is I can see what they add up to. So 29 plus 4 is 33, plus 4 is 37, so these two are going to add up to 8. Now that can be any series of numbers, however what it's going to be is it's going to be 2 and 6. The reason being is the 1 and 3, so the numbers that add up to 8 are 1 and 7, 3 and 5, 6 and 2. Now because of this 3 and 1, that means that the 1 and 7 and the 3 and 5 are out. So 6 and 2, 2 and 11 would equal 13, which is not possible. So this is a 6 and this is a 2. We'll finish off these boxes, decide to say that's a 7 and this is a 9. Alright, so what we now know is that 9 will be in this column here because it can't be in the 1 and 3, so it's got to be in this column because it can't be in that column, so 9's there. 9 could be in this column then because it's here and here, however 9's in this row, so 9's going to be one of these two, leaving us a 7 somewhere in there as well. Okay. So what I have here across these two boxes, which would be 45 plus 45, I have one spare cell here. So if I add up all of these, I should be able to get that number. Hopefully my adding's pretty good. 13 plus 9 is 32, plus 5 is 37, plus 30 is 67, plus 16 is 83. So if I've added up that correctly, and I'm not entirely sure, this should be to get to 97, which I did. Alright, so interestingly enough, the 7 can't be in this row, the 7 can't be in this row, 7 can't be in this row, but 7 is above the 6, so this is a 7 here. Finish off this cage with a 5 to add up to 12. We can see that this is a 1 and 3 here, which means this is either going to be a 1 and 3 here. So, okay, what else can we see? So this is now taken out, so all of this has left me with either a 2 and an 8 or a 1 and a 9 because the 7 and 3 are out and the 6 and 4 are out. What else can we see? 15. So, interestingly enough, 15 is here. And then that can be 8 and 7. Can't be because of the 7 there. Or 9 and 6 down the sides there. So this is going to be a 9. And this will be a 6. Which is interesting because this means the 9's got to be one of these two because it can't be there. So one of these two and the other two numbers that are added is 1 and 3. So that's interesting to me. 2 and 4 are going to be in this because 5 and 1, which is the other number, can't be there because of that. So that's 2 and 4. This has got to add up to 9. 3 and 6 is out. 1 and 8. So I need to place the 8 somewhere. So this is going to be 1 and 8. Because of this is 1 and 3, the 1's going to be there. The 1's going to be here. 3 is going to be here. And the 8 here. All right, so now we have a 2, a 4, and a 5. So 5's not going to be there, so 5's going to be one of these two. 1 and 3, 7. Okay, so what else have we got? We've actually got, no we haven't, I'll take that all back. I was going to say, well, no, I actually do know what these add up to, right? Because this, so that means I can come up, calculate this cage here. So let me show you. So this is 1, 9 and 7, so that's 17. So 17 plus 28 equals 45. So these all add up to 28. Plus 12 is 28. 40 plus 10 is 50. Plus 6 is 56. Plus 7 is 63. Plus 13 is 76. So this is going to add up to 14, which means that's the 5. Okay. So I've still got the 2 and 4 as my numbers here. So 2 and 4 here, 2 and 4 here. So 2 and 4 are going to be here. 2 can't be there. Actually, let's have a look at this. 1 can't be in here, so that's 1 and 9 out. 2, 2 and 8 out. 7 and 3. So this is going to be 6 and 4. And if I'm saying that this is 2 and 4 here, and this is 2 and 4, that means that this is going to be the 4, and this will be the 6. So now I've got this as being 2 and 8 here. So remember that's a 2 and 4 there. So this is going to be a 2. This will be an 8 to add up to 10. So the numbers I'm missing are 1, 2, 3. Can't really tell you. I can because 3 is going to be in here. So that's a 3. 4, 5. So that's the other number there. 5 is there. So what that means is 5 is going to be in this column. 6 is going to be up here somewhere. 9 still here. 4 is here. So this is actually 9 and 4 here. So the 4 can't be in this column. 4 can't be in this column. And 4 can't be in this row because they would have to be 9 and 4. So that means that 4 and 9 are here. So 4 and 9 is 13. So to get to 16 to 3. Okay, so just working my way around the board to see what else I can see. 1 and 3. So this can be 8 and 5. It can only be 8 and 5. So the 9's out. The 6's are in both of these columns, so that's out. 8's there, so this is going to be the 8, and this is going to be the 5. Now the numbers that add up to 13 are 9 and 4, 8 and 5, and 6 and 7. So we can see 5's out of this, so this can be 2 and 6, or 1 and 7. So we'll see how that plays out. So the numbers that are going to be down here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, don't know, 6, 7. So 5 and 7 are here. That's 12. So this is going to be 9 and 8, but I don't know any more than that at the moment. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 6 and 8 here. 2 and 4. 3. Alright. Don't really know much at the moment. So 9 and 4. So this will be 9 and 6 here. 9 or 6, 8 or 5. I know 5 can't be in this column. 5 can be here or here. And 6, so 9's going to be here or here, so 9's either likely to be there or there. 6, I can see can be here, here or here. Bit annoying, I just can't see this at the moment. So 3 and 5 is 8 from 13. 23, sorry, is 15. So 15 is going to be 8 and 7, so 8 and 7 works, 9 and 6, and that works as well. if that's 8 and 7, 9 and 6, that means that this cannot be 8 and 6 here, because the 8 and 6 has to be one of these two. So that can't be 8 and 6. So that's going to be a 9. This will be a 5. So that means that the 9 is down here with the 9 and 1. Alright. So 5 can't be in this column because of the... So 5's can't be in this row, 5 can't be in this row. So it's got to be in this row. 5 can't be in this one because that would make that a 5 and 5. 5 can't be this one because of that 5 there. So this is going to be a 5, meaning this will be the 4. So 4 is going to be in, well, I know this is 9 and 4 and that's a 9, so let's, instead of beating around the bush, let's do that. 3 and 5's out 1, so we've still got 6 and 2, can be up here, or 1 and 7. So this could be 2 and 8 or 3 and 7, so they still work. Actually the 7 doesn't work, so let's have a look. 9 and 1's out, 4 and 6 is 1, 7 and 3. So this is going to be 8 and 2, but I don't know where the 8 and 2 go, per se. What I've also got is I can figure this one out. So 16 plus 16 is 32, plus 10 is 42, so this is the 3. So now this is a 1 and 9 here. Alright. 8 and 2, 8, 3, 7. So this is definitely 9 and 1. So 8 is going to be in here with 2 and 3. So let's go this. So 9 is there, 9 and 1. So 8's there. What I then need to have is I need to have a 5. And because I've used the 1 there, the 5 has to be 2 and 3. So 8, 2 and 3. So remember this is 2 and 4. So this is going to be the 2. This is going to be the 4. So 4 is down this column here. 8, 2 and 3. So 1 is going to be up here. That's going to be the 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7's there. So 7 from that is, it makes this a 2 and a 4. Because of that 4 there, that's going to be the 4. And this will be the 2. Now, what that's done to me is it says that the 1 can't be in this one, so this is going to, and the 5 can't be, so this is 2 and 6, because that's 2, that's a 2 there, and this is a 6. So I can finish off this box here with a 1, it's going to be a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and remember this has to be 8 because it added up to 15. Now what I have is here is I have a 3 and 6 in this column, so because of that 6 there, this is going to be a 6. This will be a 3. Let's figure out what that one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 7 there. 7's going to be down here. So this is the 7 and 8 here. So that means that the 6 is going to be one of these two. Now what I've also noticed is, remember this could either be 4 and 1 or 2 and 3. Because of the 4 there, this is going to be the 3 here. This is the 2. This is the 4 here. So 4 is down this column here. Still got 8 and 6 here and still got 1 and 9. So don't know much more than that. Actually, I do know a bit because this is the 8 and 7. So that's going to be the 8 here and the 6 here. 8 and 7. This can't be a 9, so that's the 9 there. And that's a 1, meaning this has to be the 1 here. So this is interesting to me. The 4 and so this is 9, 4 and 2, but I don't know which order. But 9, 4 and 2 are here. Two is in this column. 2, 3, and 8. So 2, 3, and 8. So that's an 8 there. This is still 2 and 3. 1 and 9. Don't know. I'm surprised that I don't know this one. This is 2 and 8. So 8's there. So that's an 8 there. And this is a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 14, adds up to 17 is a 3. Alright, still interesting. Known this has been a 3 and 1 for a long time, but don't know much more than that. We're getting there, but we're still not quite broken its back. Alright, so 6 can't be in this row, 6 can't be in this row, 6 can't be in this column, 6 can't be in this column, so that's a 6. That's 10. So to get to 10 I need a 1 and a 5 here, but I don't know where the 1 or the 5 is at the moment. 5 is in this column, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is here, 5 and 7. 4, 5, 7. So, but I still don't know. Wait a minute, I do. So 7 is in this column, can't be the top. 7 is in this column, can't be the top. So 7 must be the top here. So that's a 7. Alright, so, and then we were talking about that this is 4 and 5, so the 4 is there, so that's going to be a 4, this is going to be a 5. 4 can't be in this row, 4 can't be in this row, 4 can't be in this column, so that's the 4. That leaves 2 and 9 here, but I don't know at this stage what that means. Still got 8 and 7 as a problem. Still got 3 and 1 as a problem. So, 9 can be here or here. 2 and 3, so 2 and 9. 1 and 5, so there's a 5 there, so that's going to be a 5 there, that's a 1. So 5 can't be in this column, can't be in this row, can't be in this row, so that's a 5. So we should be able to finish this off with a 7, which means I know what that's a 7 there, which finishes off this column with an 8. 8 comes across here, so 8 can't be in this row, and I should know that earlier, so that's 8 there. So that makes that the 9, which makes this the 1, this is the 9. So I've still got to finish off the 9, so the 9 is there in here, so this is the 2. I've got the 1 here, so 1 and 3 here, so 1's there, this is a 3. Now I've got 3 and 2, 2's there, so that's a 3, and this is a 2. Alright, so it was a little slow. We did that in just on 17 and a half minutes. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with how that went. There was a couple of things that blocked me in terms of the maths, but it was interesting to see in the left-hand boxes how that added up to 90. We could find that 7. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Until next time, bye for now.